Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So let's see what messages the universe wants to share with the collective today, please. What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? Well, this is the moon. We'll throw a few more cards out before we start talking about them. Let's see what other messages the universe wants to share with the collective today, please. What do we need to hear? This is the Ace of Swords. We'll grab one more. And let's see what else the universe wants to reveal for this reading before we start talking about it. Let's see what other messages the universe wants to reveal for this reading today, please. And we have the Three of Swords. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay. And this Three of Swords is a card of sorrow. It's a card of sadness, and so is this moon. And I feel that what this is telling us is your person is definitely aware that they have done some damage to this relationship with you. But with that moon leading the way for this reading today, it is all about them feeling this deep sense of melancholy and sadness. And it's something that is really driving home to them the fact that they created all of this damage in this relationship with you. The moon can be a card of depression. And as well, it is telling us that your person is ashamed of themselves for how they spoke to you, for how they treated you in those ways that were so hurtful to you, that broke your heart, that broke their heart as well. And they want to make amends for this, but they have to work through all of their issues. And this is what they're doing while the two of you are away from each other. The moon is ruled by Pisces. So if you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising signs in Pisces, this can be a place of validation. You don't have to be a Pisces for this reading to work for you. These are collective readings and they are for everyone. But the moon is also about illusions and the subconscious and your person being able to see now with much greater understanding and awareness that their illusions, their fears, their phobias, their issues, their stuff that they have been perhaps dragging around with them for quite some time, their emotional issues, abandonment fears, and all of that other stuff, that they were illusions and that they weren't real, and that it's time to release them and let them go, because that is what this Ace of Swords is all about. Being able to see clearly, being able to see the truth, and really this is being driven home really hard for your person right now, especially with this Ace of Swords being between these two cards. The Ace of Swords is about the truth being revealed. And the truth has been revealed to your person by the universe, by their angels and guides, because they see it now, they get it, they understand it. Because the Ace of Swords pierces through these clouds so that they can see the reality of everything. And on this particular card, it has an eagle that is able to see things from a much higher viewpoint, from a much clearer perspective. We have to think about how eagles are able to see. They see very far away when they're flying up in the sky looking for their lunch or their dinner or their snacks. And your person sees now with such clearer vision than they ever have before, how they created this damage in this relationship. And I do feel that they're very shocked and ashamed for how badly they treated you and this relationship, because they know they shouldn't have done this, but they are aware that it was their illusions, all of that stuff that is living in their head, that is yapping away at them, the stuff that is trapped in their subconscious even, and they know that they need to break free of it, and this is what they are working on. The moon also tells us your person is dreaming of you at night, wanting to connect with you in that 5D space. And perhaps for some of you as well, you're having dreams of your person and you are meeting up in the astral plane, in the spiritual realm, where you can connect and have conversations with each other. But as well, for you guys watching the reading, I feel that this can apply to many of you out there watching the reading today, feeling this sadness, this melancholy, this sorrow, this grief, and this despair that comes with this Three of Swords, because the Three of Swords is a card of heartache and heartbreak. And you are feeling that as well at the moment, because your person has done these things to you by damaging this relationship and breaking your heart and hurting you and saying things that were hurtful, that came from the place of their fear. The Ace of Swords is a card of communication, and they were saying these things to you that were hurtful, but they came from a place of their fear, their subconscious, their illusions. I am not making excuses for them, because they should have released all of these things so much longer ago than where they have. But as well, this time that you are apart from each other, because your person is feeling this grief, this guilt, this regret, this sorrow and sadness, just like you are. It is awakening them. It is allowing them to see the truth and know how they created this damage. They know that they have to get rid of all of these illusions and fears and stuff that is trapped in their subconscious that has caused them to act and behave in ways that have dishonored you and this relationship. And this is what they are working on at the moment, guys. But this is a very heavy start to this reading today, but I feel it makes sense that your person is taking ownership of all of this, and they're really feeling the heaviness of this at the moment, and it is causing them to shed some tears. This Three of Swords is a card of crying and sorrow and sadness and really feeling the loss of you in their life. And they have a lot of regret for all of the things that they said, all of the things that they did to hurt you and to damage this relationship. But this Ace of Swords is giving them that wake-up call that they need. Let's see what else. What else do we need to know for this reading today, please? What other messages does the universe want to share with us? Well, this is the Hierophant. Now, this is interesting. The Hierophant is about many things, but I feel in this regard, at the moment, it is about your person working on these issues. It is allowing them to heal those things, because the Hierophant is the counselor, the teacher, the one who helps us work through our stuff. And perhaps for some of you, your person is getting some sort of professional counsel so that they can heal these things that have held them back from you and from this relationship. Feeling this sorrow and sadness, though, is definitely what's going to allow your person to work through all of this stuff. They need to feel what it's like to not have you in their lives. They need to feel what it's like to experience this damage that they brought into this relationship, because this damage that they brought into this relationship is what caused it to blow up. It's what's caused them to act out and treat you in ways that were not respectful of you or of this relationship. Healing with that Hierophant being there. Letting it go. Letting things go that are no longer part of their lives. Getting rid of things that are no longer serving them, so that they can heal, so that they can evolve, so that they can grow and start reaching out to communicate with you again, because that Ace of Swords is also a card of your person reaching out to you. The Hierophant is also a card of long-term partnership, and your person thinking about this long-term partnership and thinking about the visions of the two of you being together, or having visions of the two of you being together long-term rather. The Hierophant is about tradition and having a traditional relationship with you and thinking about what that would look like. This Ace of Swords is also a card of thinking, dreaming about what that would look like. Having daydreams as well about what this would look like. The Hierophant is ruled by Taurus, but as I mentioned with the moon, when I said the moon was ruled by Pisces, these readings are collective readings and they are for everyone. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands tells us that, well, your person is definitely attracted to you, and they are very turned on by you as well. The Queen of Wands tells us that they see you as a mover and a shaker. They see you as someone who makes things happen and who has accomplished a whole lot of things in your life. They see you as someone who is magical and marvelous and enchanting. They know that the two of you share as well a very strong intuitive connection, because they say that you know them and understand them better than anybody ever has. You just get this person. which allows you to react and respond to them in ways that no one ever has before. When the Queen of Wands shows up, it tells us that your person is aware of this deep connection. The Queen of Wands is the perfect blending of fire and water. And fire is things like passion and spiritual growth, spirituality. And water is things like emotions, which is love, feelings, intuition, empathy, and telepathy. And your person definitely saying there needs to be more of a blending of passion and love in this connection. The passion was definitely there, but perhaps your person was not allowing themselves to open their heart to the love that is here between the two of you, because they have been blindsided by all of the illusions that were in their head that they hadn't released or let go of before the two of you started hanging out and spending time together to build the relationship that you were trying to have with them when you were spending time together before. They see it now. They get it. They understand it. Your person is having a wake-up call. That Ace of Swords is about breakthroughs and epiphanies and being able to see the truth, but also about your person returning to you to tell you that truth, whatever that truth is for your person. And it is about an apology. It is about them missing you. It is about them telling you, I have a lot of passion for you. I have a lot of love for you. Can we have an opportunity to start again? Because I have had visions of us being together. And I think about it all the time, but I was too fearful. I was too stuck in a rut. I was too ashamed of who I was to allow myself to be all of these things with you in the past. But I see and understand that this is what has held me back, not only from you and from this relationship, but also from other areas in my life as well. I wasn't as successful with my job as I wanted to be because I was stuck in my fears and my illusions. Your person wants to change all of this, and this is what they're working through at the moment. And this sadness and this sorrow and grief that they're feeling right now for the damage that they caused in this relationship with you is a powerful teacher. Powerful teacher. That Hierophant is the teacher and the counselor. A powerful teacher for your person right now, and it is allowing them to get things done so that they can start showing up to speak their truth to you and definitely being more authentic with you as the two of you start spending time together again, if you're willing to forgive them and take them back into your life. The Queen of Wands is a fire sign, so that is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So far we have Pisces, Taurus, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. But you guys, these are collective readings. They are for everyone. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What does the universe want to share? Well, this is the Knight of Cups. This is someone who's going to show up and apologize. The Knight of Cups is definitely all in their heart. And being able to talk about how they feel and being able to show you how they feel as well. Your person is, with this Knight of Cups being here also, though, I feel like they have shed some tears. There's definitely some crying going on here with a combination of that Three of Swords and the Knight of Cups. But these, again, are the things that will allow your person to awaken and get moving and start their journey back to you. And when they do, they're going to be so much more expressive of their love. They're going to share the love that they feel for you, with you. Part of that Ace of Swords and Queen of Wands as well. Your person wanting to charge onto the scene here with that Queen of Wands energy and tell you how they feel when they come through this healing journey that they are on right now. But with this Knight of Cups, they're going to be able to let down their guard and let you in. They're going to be able to be so much more expressive of their feelings, of their emotions, of this love that they've carried with you for as long as they have, that they haven't shared with you because they were hiding it because of their illusions, their fears, their insecurities, and all of that other nasty, icky stuff that they have been dragging around with them for, goodness gracious, a long time for some of you out there. For some of you, I feel like this is stuff that they were carrying since they were children, when they were younger. And for some, I feel it was since they were in high school or perhaps even in college. But your person is having to work through this, and you have been this profound magical catalyst for change in this person's life so that they could see the truth of who they are and what they need to address so that they can show back up for you to represent themselves to you as a romantic partner. That is what this Knight of Cups is about. The Knight of Cups energy follows their heart, and this is going to be your person following their heart back to you. The Knight of Cups is a water sign, so that is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. But as your person returns, they're going to be more loving, more expressive of how they feel about you. Definitely some passion as well. And that is regardless of their sign, guys. This is about the energy of the cards and the energy of the reading. So this applies to everyone watching the reading today. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know, please? Well, this is the Death card. Not surprised that this comes up today. Does anyone resonate with white roses? White roses are always on a Death card. This is about your person having to go through this transformation and change that is happening for them at the moment, but it is awakening them for sure, because these first 3 cards that we have in this reading are all about your person having that wake-up call that they have needed for so very long, so that they don't mistreat you again, because they don't want to. That is part of this Death card as well. As your person goes through this transformation that they are going through during the time that you are away from each other, as they return to you, this relationship will also be reborn in a much better place than it was in the past. You have upped it several notches because you have both been going through the transformation that comes with that Death card. Death is ruled by Scorpio. We already covered that with the Knight of Cups, but the Death card is also ruled by the planet Pluto, which is about rebirth. And it is about this relationship being reborn on a higher vibration where it has the opportunity to go to this long-term partner potential that comes with the Hierophant, because the Hierophant is also about that traditional relationship as well as being about the teacher, the counselor, and the healing that is happening for your person. And by traditional relationship, I mean exclusive, just the two of you, building a future together. This Death card is all about your person going through this change, though, and they have perhaps needed it. And going through this transformation, this change, this transition in who they are is something that is, well, we all go through it at different paces, right? We all go through it at different speeds. But they're having to go through it because the universe has come calling. You were the calling card. Aligning with your person at the time that you did, you allowed them to see those things within them that they needed to heal, that they needed to release, that they needed to work through, because through you spoke your truth to them. And this is what's allowed them to wake up. It's given them this huge epiphany moment that they are having right now, but it's also causing the change and transformation. And no one but you in this person's life has ever been powerful enough to encourage and support them and love them enough to allow them to go through these changes that they need to go through, that are helping them become a better person. Not just a better partner for you, but a better person as well, so that they can have that success that they're looking for, so they can go out and improve their career potential, so they can get that raise, so they can get their dream job, so they can get a promotion, whatever it is, because these things that have held your person back from being able to be this partner with you, more than likely are holding them back in other areas of their lives as well. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know, please? This is the Five of Wands. Well, I feel that this is your person having an internal struggle with themselves. And you know what? I think that they're just downright pissed off at themselves. This comes back to them really being aware of the damage that they have caused in this relationship. And I do feel as well with this Five of Wands showing up, They understand that the conflict that they created between the two of you was so very unnecessary. This is why I feel that they have been very shocked at their behavior, because they couldn't understand why they were acting and behaving this way, perhaps because it was being driven by their subconscious fear. Not making excuses for them, though. Never making excuses for them, because we all have a responsibility to ourselves, to the other people in our lives, and to the universe to heal those things within us that need repairing, where we have been broken, where we have been hurt, where we have been damaged. And we have all gone through it, every single one of us on the planet. Do we work through it? Do we release it and let it go? Or do we carry that with us and allow it to create this bitterness within our heart that prevents us from living our best lives? And that is what your person has been doing. But they are releasing this bitterness now because they want to live their best life. But they are pretty upset with themselves. This is about kind of like this internal conflict that they're having to work through, that they're having to go through, because they are angry with themselves for how they treated you and this connection, for hurting you, for breaking your heart. And they are feeling all of this within them. They're feeling this heavy sense of despair. They are even disgusted. For some of you out there, your person is disgusted for how they treated you, and they're embarrassed. And they as well can acknowledge that they have perhaps humiliated themselves through their words, actions, and behaviors that created conflict in this connection. They want to fix it. They want to make amends to you. But first, they are fixing those things within themselves that do need to be healed, that need this therapy, that need this counseling, however your person is doing it. And they may not be seeing a counselor. They may be doing some sort of meditation stuff. They may be doing some sort of online course or some sort of class, or doing some sort of weekend retreat, some sort of self-help stuff. They are working through it because they know that this was a big wake-up call for them, because they are feeling this sense of internal combativeness for how they brought so much damage into your relationship between the two of you that wasn't your fault. It wasn't because of something that you did, but because of things that they had kept trapped in their illusions, in their brain, in their fears. And now they know it's time to get rid of it so that they can come back and start this relationship over with you again. But that death card is about a major change happening, and your person getting to it and making it happen to represent themselves to you as this romantic partner that comes with the Knight of Cups. Only this time they will be so much more giving and loving to you and to this relationship. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? And here we have the King of Wands. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We have a royal couple, guys. Whenever two people, well, let me rephrase that. When a king and queen of the same suit show up for a reading, it is what is considered a royal couple. And this tells us that there is, yes, a very strong spiritual counterpart connection in this relationship with your person. And that is regardless of your sign or your person's sign, okay? This is the energy of the reading. This is all about divine union with your person. And your person knowing that they need to follow through with all of this, because that is what the King of Wands will do. The King of Wands is determined and dedicated. The King of Wands does not fail. The King of Wands will not let you down ever again, because the King of Wands is all about the fire energy. We said that the Queen of Wands was the perfect blending of water and fire, or fire and water, however you want to put, whatever order you want to put it in. This King of Wands is fire of fire. All about taking action, making it happen, getting it done, following through, because the King of Wands has a plan and he does not sit around. He is successful. He overcomes whatever has been thrown in his way. And I'm only saying him because that is the image on the card, guys, okay? These are genderless readings. They belong to no signs truly, because they are for the collective and they are for everyone. The King of Wands is a very passionate energy, especially when we consider the combination of the King and Queen of Wands together. This is about the spiritual growth that both of you are going through during this time that you are away from each other, preparing for union. That is a powerful combination. Sorry, that is a powerful confirmation of that with the King and Queen of Wands showing up. This Death card assures this transformation. It is about the phoenix rising from the ashes of ruin that your person has brought into this connection with you. But also following through to do what needs to be done to be successful in overcoming these things that have been hindrances to this relationship, that have been hindrances to other areas in their lives as well. This King of Wands energy is all about getting it done and being successful so the two of you can come to this union with each other. The King of Wands is also a fire sign, obviously, so that is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? This is the Eight of Cups. Well, the Eight of Cups is about the missing one returning. It is about leaving the known for the unknown. It is about your person actually leaving all of this stuff in the past where it belongs. Letting it go, all of the baggage, all of their fears, illusions, insecurities, phobias, everything else that has held them back. They are getting rid of them one by one, and they want to walk towards this light, to the energy of you. What a beautiful combination of these four cards here, guys. The Hierophant, the Queen of Wands, King of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. Because as your person can walk away from all of these things that have held them back, as they can heal and release and let go of the things that have been hindrances, as they kick those things to the curb one by one, emotional baggage, insecurities, fears, abandonment issues, whatever it has been for your person, they will be able to embrace the light of this relationship. And that is what will give them the ability to be able to say, I'm ready for a partnership now. I'm ready for us to be together. And I see a future with us, and I am coming back to you so that we can build and plan a partnership with each other, because ultimately that is what that Hierophant is all about. And it does come with a number 5, which symbolizes change. So that just covered all of that in one sentence. The Hierophant is about a traditional relationship and taking this relationship to the place of long-term commitment. Your person with this Three of Wands on the bottom is longing for you. They are yearning for you. With the Empress as well, they see you as the ideal partner, which we really covered with that Queen of Wands. But as well, your person, when they return, so much more respectful of you. They will not cross your boundaries in this negative way ever again. And the Wheel of Fortune is all about the story's not finished between the two of you. There is so much more to come to this relationship than where it currently stands, and change is coming when the wheel shows up, because luck is on your side. Having more balance and harmony in this relationship with this Six of Coins, your person doing so much more than their fair share, and there is the apology that comes from them as well with that Page of Cups that was on the bottom also. Okay, so guys, I feel that, well, let's just put those out because we're doing things a bit differently today. Actually, we had the Page of Cups, we had the Six of Pentacles, which is about balance, but also your person seeing you as a blessing and as a gift. The Wheel of Fortune tells us that there's unfinished business between the two of you. Your person knows this, and you guys watching the reading probably do as well. We also have the Empress, which is the essence of the divine feminine, and your person saying here, they see you as the ideal partner for them. They see you as the one that they want to be with. The Three of Wands is about them longing for you and missing you. And we have the Page of Wands as well, which is about them wanting to have adventures with you, wanting to travel with you. Again, being very turned on by you, because the passion between you and your person is off the chart, crazy, intense. Your person knows this just like you do, but it's so much more than just the passion, right? It is also about the love that is here. Your person being able to acknowledge that they've been emotionally mature when it comes to you, but they are trying to work through all of these issues now so that they can show up for you in a different way. They want you to see them in a different light, because they have seen the light with this Eight of Cups being here, and they want to return to that light, which is you, and to the power of this connection. This is about your person having that wake-up call, answering that call, and getting on with it and making whatever needs to happen so the two of you can start building this relationship, because ultimately that is what your person desires. The Three of Wands also tells us that the wait is almost over because your person wants to start making their way towards you. And you will be the first person that knows. But this reading, I got to tell you guys, your person is definitely feeling all kinds of emotion about this and how they acted. And I do feel they have so much regret and remorse for things that they did and said that hurt you. And as well, they're embarrassed and ashamed at how they treated you. And they know that you did not deserve that. But that was their ego that was causing this as well. Again, with those illusions that come with the moon that started this reading. I let my pride get in the way of our connection. Yes. And I do feel, for many of you watching the reading, I feel that that was a situation that has happened. They did allow their pride and their ego to get in the way of this connection. But with that Ace of Swords being at the very beginning of the reading, that is about your person being more authentic and living authentically and speaking their truth. And pride and ego, when we have a spiritual counterpart connection, and that's what we have here with the divine union of the Queen of Wands and King of Wands, that ego and pride is going to be gone, because this is about living their truth and living authentically and wanting to have this solid partnership with you. Unexpected outcome. Things didn't go the way I planned. Well, I actually feel that this is telling us that your person thought that by running, by ghosting, by denying this connection, that they were going to be able to escape all of this, that they were going to be able to run away from their feelings and being able to run away from this love. Well, that hasn't happened for your person, because they wouldn't be feeling all of this sadness and this sorrow, remorse, regret, and guilt and grief and all of that other stuff, and being really angry at themselves with this internal conflict that they're feeling as well with that Five of Wands, if they had been successful in being able to walk away from this. So they tried to walk away from it, but the energy of this connection pulled them back, because the people upstairs are at work in this relationship trying to bring the two of you together. Unworthy. You're a better person than I am. And your person may have been feeling unworthy of you and of this relationship in the past. But that is changing, because they are changing. This Death card is a powerful card of change. It is not just about, okay, I'm going to change this one little thing and everything is going to be different. This is about change that happens deep within at the soul level. And this is what is happening for your person. And this transformation that they are going through is going to allow this relationship to transform and change for the better as well. Because with that Hierophant, your person sees this connection with the two of you as something that can go long term. I mess up the good things in my life. Sabotage. Well, that comes with that Moon card as well. Self-sabotaging behaviors. I am not comfortable with what is happening here, and I am listening to all of my fears that live in my head, because that is what I'm used to listening to. I can't allow my heart to win. I've got to listen to those fears that live in my head, because these are the things that are going to keep me safe. Can't listen to all of the stuff that is in my heart. But what is interesting is that Moon up here is about your person listening to all of their fears and their illusions and everything else. And that Knight of Cups that is beneath it is all about your person following their heart, listening to their heart, and following their soul, because they want to come back to you for this relationship. They know the things that they did wrong, and you will get an apology from your person. That is what I am hearing coming in from them. So let's see what else we need to hear for this reading today, please. What other messages does the universe want to reveal? Mistakes. Well, misunderstood, victim, and lost soul. So I feel that what this is telling us is that your person made many of the mistakes that they did with this relationship because they were a little bit of a lost soul. They were not listening to what was going on within their soul or with their heart. They were following their ego. They let their pride and their ego get in the way. And many times, if we make mistakes in relationships, it's because of our old emotional wounds and emotional baggage that we have carried with us for so very long. Because if I have to deal with all these things that I've been hurt from in the past, then I'm just going to be a victim. I'm a victim to my past. And I feel that that is what your person has been doing. They've been a victim to their past experiences because they didn't want to be an adult. They didn't want to be mature. And that Page of Cups is about immaturity. But they are growing up because they've had no choice. The universe has awakened them through the power of you and of the love that you have for this person. You are a guiding light in this person's life, and you have encouraged them just by the power of who you are to go through the changes that they need to go through that come with that death card. So your person is definitely feeling all of this, and they feel regret for the things that they have done that hurt you. But you will be getting an apology from them in person. And when you start spending time with them again, you will not see any of these behaviors from them again. They will be out of their victimhood. They will be out of their pride and ego. They will be out of their self-sabotaging ways. They will be on the other side of fear, because that is what is being released through all of this, because that is how this reading started with the Moon card. My insecurities, my fears, my abandonment issues, my subconscious stuff that I have kept locked down for so long caused me to act and behave in ways that did not support our relationship. But as we come to this Eight of Cups, that is about your person kicking away all of that stuff one by one so that they can walk into the light and embrace this connection with you again. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know for this reading today, please? Open heart. Well, I do feel that as a result of everything this person is going through, they are going to be able to open their heart to love. They'll be able to open their heart to you, and they want to be receptive of the love that you are giving them. And perhaps for some of you, your person was not receptive of this love in the past, and they possibly very much hurt you in that regard as well. Again, something else that they're feeling a lot of regret for, but they're able to say here as well, I have empathy now. I can empathize with what you are going through. I will be more understanding. I will be more giving. When you are having a problem, I will listen to you. When you are having a problem and you need to talk to me about it, I will be open to discussing all of this with you and helping you by lifting you up and supporting you and giving you the encouragement and the love and the empowerment that you need, because I am going through this transformation. And let's talk about that for a moment as well with this King of Wands. Someone who is courageous, someone who is empowered, someone who is confident. Your person letting go of all of these things that have held them back from transforming into the energy of the powerful King or Queen of Wands, as the case may be. Since that royal couple is here, we'll just go ahead and use them as they are here. This is about your person standing into their power, growing into their power, glowing in their power as well. This is about someone who's going to be open and receptive to you and to this relationship, but also someone who is going to be vulnerable with you as well as you come back together and start planning your future with each other, because your person has had many realizations and epiphanies. And that is something that came up in the very beginning of this reading. That Ace of Swords is about realizations. That Ace of Swords is about epiphanies, being able to see clearly. We talked about it with that eagle. And I do feel that your person is definitely in all of their emotions at the moment about the things that they did wrong, because they are seeing it and they are understanding it right now. And this is something that they have had to go through and experience. And you will see that they're going to make so many amends to you. They want to be the partner who can be there for you. They want to show you how much they love you. They want to be expressive of this love. They want to be there for you. And you will see them being dedicated and devoted to you and to this relationship in a way that you never have before, because they're going to make sure that they follow through with everything, because that is what that King of Wands energy does. The King of Wands shows up. The King of Wands follows through, and they make sure that they are successful at overcoming the things that have held them back from this relationship and being with you, because they're definitely feeling this loss of not having you in their life, because they can't stop thinking about you. And you are on their mind. They're dreaming about you as well. We talked about that in the very beginning with that moon card, when I said they're daydreaming about you and they're dreaming about you at night, and they are feeling this melancholy and sadness because you are not part of their life right now. They're definitely all in their emotions about all of this, and all in their head as well, overthinking what they've done wrong and how they created all of these mistakes. The way I have treated you was wrong. Yes, the way this person has treated you was wrong. And you will get that explanation from them. And you will see from them that they should not have treated you the way that they have, because they have a much clearer understanding now about themselves and their part and how they created this damage in this relationship, but also why they did it, and also how they are healing it. And that is something that is very true and very real for this person at the moment, because they know that they need to work through these issues so that they can show up and be the partner who will love you the way that you have always desired and longed for them to love you, the way that you have perhaps dreamed that they would love you. This is how they want to show back up for you, because your person knows that you are the one for them, and you have been this powerful catalyst of love and support for this person, so that they can wake up to who they are, to find their empowerment, to heal their issues, so that they can be the partner who loves you the way that you need to be loved. No one understands me but you. Well, that is also a very true statement that comes from your person. And we talked about that when we talked about the Queen of Wands energy. They say that you get them. You get them in a way that no one has ever gotten or understood them. We'll grab one more card and see what else the universe wants to reveal for the collective today, please. What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? I am afraid to lose you. Well, they are. They are afraid to lose you. And this is part of that Five of Wands energy as well. Being really mad at themselves, this internal conflict that's going on within them. So not only are they feeling this melancholy, sadness, depression, perhaps even for some of you out there that is watching this reading, they're also feeling this internal conflict, and they're mad at themselves and angry with themselves for their words, actions, and behaviors that created this big, huge mess. And they're shocked and they're ashamed of themselves. I feel that they're having a hard time dealing with the chaos that they brought into your life, and that as well is that Five of Wands energy. Your person doesn't want to lose you. This is why they are going through the transformation that they, whoopsie, my elbow hit the table. Why they're going through the transformation that comes with that Death card. Your person is definitely awakening to all of this. They are waking up to the power of who they are, to the power of this love, to the power of the universe who is loving and supporting them and encouraging them to go through these final parts of this transformation so that they can reach out to you with that Ace of Swords, make their way back to you, apologize to you, and then come to this place with that Hierophant and the King and Queen of Wands, where the two of you can start building your future together, so the two of you can have this future with each other, because this is what your person has been thinking about the entire time you have been away from each other. How am I going to fix this? I made a big mess. But That time for thinking is coming to an end, because this King of Wands is all about getting up and getting it moving, because your person wants to show back up for you and start preparing the way to have a partnership with you. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you. Have a great day, guys.